there, I'm Dee Rayson. Today we're going to be talking about why it's so hard to lose weight. Now, perhaps you know what I'm talking about. You've tried everything, every diet, every detox, every gym and creation, and nothing seems to work. You lose some weight. You always lose the weight because calories in is calories out. That's obvious. So you will lose some weight, but then you go back to where you were and you put on a bit more. I know this because over 4 decades I put on nearly 40 kilos, which is a massive amount for someone who every year tries to do the right things. I eat the right food, I take supplements, I exercise. It's not like I'm just going there and pigging out all the time. So it was very frustrating until I found out this amazing piece of information that changed my viewpoints and actually finally allowed me to lose weight. So I'll be back in a second. I just need some props because I love props, and we'll learn what that information was. Well, I'm back and I've got my trusty props. So my first prop is a sponge. Now this is here, I'm just going to squeeze it out. This is here to represent a fat cell. Now would you believe in the human body there are 30 billion fat cells in the average adult? So, and this is a pretty big one because I need you to be able to see it. Now the other prop is some murky looking water, which I'll explain in a second what that represents. What I didn't understand about fat cells and weight loss was that in your fat cells, they're not just fat in that fat cell. There are things called obesogens. Now obesogens are toxins that the body cannot get rid of with normal elimination because it's overloaded. So it gets stored in our fat cells. Now the problem is when we start to lose weight, what actually happens is the body starts to shrink those fat cells. So the fat cells start to shrink. Those toxic obesogens get leached out into the body to be eliminated. Now you can imagine if the body couldn't actually get rid of those under normal circumstances, how would it cope when you flood it with toxins when you're actually losing weight? And even worse, if you're doing an extreme detox program where you virtually eliminate everything other than maybe lemons or whatever you're doing. So as you start to lose weight, this shrinks, it's actually leaching this stuff back into your system. Circulates, can't even say that, around the bloodstream. And then when it cannot eliminate them, it puts it back into the cell. But now this little cell is a lot smaller because it's shrunk, it's lost weight. So instead of, say, being 10% obesogen and the rest fat, it may now be 15% obesogens or toxins and the rest fat. So then we go along and then we think, oh, I need to lose weight again. I've actually put on more than I was the last time. So we go back, we go on our diet, we shrink the body, it all starts pouring out into our systems again. There it goes, flooding around, swirling around our bodies. Can't cope with it. Puts it back into our fat cell, our poor little shrunken fat cells. Back it goes, soaks it all up, and now we might be 20% obesogens and the rest fat. Now as this goes on and on, year after year after year, like with me, 4 decades, 40 kilos, because I have got more and more and more obesogens as time goes on. For me, it's critical because I have a lot of sensitivities and my body uses everything as a toxin. So it keeps storing them in these fat cells. My God, it's a terrible thought. Imagine. So I hope you get that this is what's happening. This is what really changed my thinking. Because I've been doing the detoxes and the diets and all those things to get rid of my weight. I was doing it all the wrong way. Now, I've given you the information about what's happening to your body, why it's so difficult to lose weight. So if you think that you understand it now, you've got it, and that's all you need, then you can leave the video now because you don't need to listen to the rest. But for those who want to know how I changed the way I did things and what program I used, then you need to stick around and just listen a little bit longer. But for those that are going, I'll say goodbye now. I'm Dee Rayson. Bye for now. And those that are staying, let's start to talk about what the program was and what it did for me that nothing else had done. The program I used was called Complete Weight Release. It focused on nourishing the body. The other thing it did is it had supplementation that made sure that each of the organs were supported so that they could actually flush out those toxins from your fat cells. That was crucial for me as a person with lots of sensitivities because my body had tons of these things floating around and making me sick. After doing the program, I felt energized. I felt brilliant. My skin started to change. I could see my body shape changing, and I become a raving fan. You won't get me doing any other program now because I know this works. I'll be doing this in another 3 weeks, and if you'd like to join me, I'd love to see you come across to the website and take a look at what the program's all about and what the extra supplementation in that is, and we can get ready to do this together. I'm going to be launching this on the 7th of January for my weight loss journey for the new year, and I hope you join me. So if you'd like to do that, then head across now to have a look at the link, sign up for the program, and then we'll get started together and we'll have a bit of fun doing this. So until then, I'm Dee Rayson. Bye for now.